Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rockin' Horror Picture Show. I'm your anchor, Drew Odgers. This show is dedicated to Yankee great Yogi Berra, number 8, whose quote, baseball is 90% mental and the other is half physical. For your resident news special, Horses Healing Humans expands facility. The Greater Mystic Chamber of Commerce, in cooperation with the Eastern Connecticut Chamber of Commerce, hosted a ribbon cutting for Horses Healing Humans at 340 New London Turnpike, Route 184. Stonington on September 15th, 2015. The event celebrated the opening of the expanded therapeutic spaces and administrative offices. The day included refreshments, carriage rides, and open barn tours. Horses Healing Humans is a horse stable and rehabilitation facility that heals clients with physical, cognitive, and emotional challenges through equine-assisted activities and therapy. As of September 24th, 2015, Triple H earned credentials as a PATH Professional Association of Therapeutic Horsemanship, International Premier, and accreditation. For more information or to volunteer, visit horsehealinghumansct.org or call 860-460-4107. Tonight, your guests on the Rockin' Horror Picture Show, Jonathan Sixay and Ric Silver, creator of the Electric Slide. And now, Jonathan Sixay.
The song is an original called 40 Ounces of Beer to Go. Here we go. Baby, I love when you wear that little blue dress. You have a way of relieving all of my stress. You're the only one who knows what I've been through. You don't know how much I adore you. And I don't know how to tell you how I feel. And I'm not sure how to say. It's like feeling all alone with your last cigarette. Calling her on the phone when you've had your last shot of Jack on your breath. 40 more ounces of beer to go. 40 more ounces and I'll be heading home. I'll never forget the last time that I saw you. I was spinning my tires and you were crying in the rearview. I probably should have turned around, but I couldn't take the sound of you crying loud. And I don't know how to tell you how I feel. And I'm not sure how to say. It's like feeling all alone with your last cigarette. Calling on the phone when you've had your last shot of Jack on your breath. 40 more ounces of beer to go. 40 more ounces and I'll be heading home. And I'll never forget the first time I called you mine. And I'll never forget all those bottles of wine. And I'll never forget holding your hair back when you were sick. And I'll never forget the things you did with mine. It's like feeling all alone with your last cigarette. Calling on the phone when you've had your last shot of Jack on your breath. 40 more ounces of beer to go. 40 more ounces and I'll be heading home.
Awesome job, John. Awesome job.
Thank you.
What you been up to, buddy? What you been up to?
Not too much. How are you doing?
Can we get the camera too, please? Or one.
I like your shirt, Chris.
Hey,
It's a
thank
nice
you.
shirt.
Hey, you know what?
It's a nice
I picked this
shirt, man.
awesome shirt up.
Where'd you get
I
that?
was,
The
I was
Goodwill?
walking down. It's 6K.
6day.
Man, I feel I'm 6K. Huh?
Don't do that too close to me.
No, I couldn't do that. Am I good now? Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
I'm still getting used to this camera thing. Yeah.
Looks good on you, man.
I like it. If I ever make it to a red carpet premiere, I'll wear this thing.
Awesome.
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's good promotion, huh?
I like the whole lingo here. It's nice. So I understand you're going to be this weekend at the old Roadhouse, correct?
Yes.
So it's October
October 3rd.
October 3rd, and it's 36 Bank Street, New London, and you got your
Correct.
whole band now.
Whole band, keyboard player Emma Henning, Rob Rossetti on drums, Diana on bass guitar.
Diana,
Yeah.
bass guitar. So you got the whole thing going on there. So you started as a solo act. You've now become a band. Tell me what the difference is right now. Like, is it more variety? What's going on with that?
Well, with the band, we're doing more covers and my originals, whereas I'm doing, just my solo stuff. I try to keep it strictly just all my originals.
Awesome.
So we're trying to entertain like the bar crowds as the band, but
Right.
still throwing my originals, to get it out there. But people want to hear things like we do like country music, like Florida Georgia Line. We do like Uptown Funk acoustic. That's kind of different because not many people do that song acoustic. By
That's
Bruno Mars.
awesome. So there's one. You were telling me something about you were having one of the females do vocals every once in a while. Are you doing duets with them?
Yeah, we actually are. We're doing a lot of harmony together. So
Harmony, yeah.
like with my voice and her voice, it sounds really nice. I can't wait for you guys to hear it. So hopefully you'll come down to the.
Oh, I will.
house.
I will. We're bringing the whole army. We're bringing the whole
all of
army.
them.
The whole army of the Rock and Roll
Cameras and
Picture Show. That's what we're
everything.
going to do. Right, Drew?
Right.
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 All right, so that's going to be awesome. Awesome
I can't
times.
wait. Yeah,
I'm looking
sounds
forward
like it's
to
going to be a fun
Yeah,
time.
it's going to be a great time. And
I've never been there, but I hear good things about
it's
it.
wonderful. It's better than the new Roadhouse. Now it's the old Roadhouse.
No, it's the old one. Right.
It's the old one, right? So,
The original.
The original, yeah. So, but you're doing great.
Thank you.
Appreciate everything. And what's that smell? You got a new cologne going on?
I got a little Axe body spray.
Got the Axe?
Yeah. What do you
Yeah.
got?
Well, I've got. I came up with this new one. I've
It's
combined.
nice. I like it.
Yeah, I combine Brute and Old Spice. It's called Old Brute.
Old Brute.
So I'm kind of old. So now I can wear
And
Old
you're a
Brute.
brute.
Yeah, how
Nice.
about that? How about
I
that?
like that.
Good. So you got a couple more songs for us?
Yeah, I can play a couple more. Also,
Wonderful.
you can get those T-shirts off our Facebook, facebook.com/6aband, $10.
Awesome
Or
stuff.
just make a donation and we'll send you one.
Awesome stuff. And one quick thing, and we'll talk about this soon. I understand you're going to be part of the East Side Zombie zombie film.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm going to help do some of the music for that. We're going to work with Lee Howard.
Yep, Lee Howard. Yep.
We're going to get some songs done and get into the studio and
actually
do a soundtrack for it.
Do a whole soundtrack for it. It's against bullying. It's
hopefully, yeah, that's awesome. I like that. Hopefully, we can get the full band involved.
I'd love that. They seem awesome. Cool. All right, awesome stuff. Awesome T-shirts. We're going. Keep on going for it.
All right. This next song is called "What I Did Last Night." It's another original. I'm picking her up late tonight. I can tell by her look that nothing's alright. Should I look in her eyes, the kind of look and I'm not surprised. And I don't know what I've gotta do to get through to you. And I don't know what I've gotta do. I'm spinning my tires, we're spinning around. Two wheels on my side, almost off of the ground. She's laughing and crying and yelling to stop, but I know it's all fine. And I don't want her to rewind what I did last night. 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 And baby, don't cry, I'll tell you what you wanna hear. And I just hope there's nothing that you fear. We're playing around in a photo booth, and I don't know if I should tell her the truth. I'm spinning my tires, we're spinning around. Two wheels on my side, almost off of the ground. She's laughing and crying and yelling to stop, but I know it's all fine. And I don't want her to rewind what I did last night. 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 And what I did last night. This next song is another original called Again and Again. Only time I see you is when we're in bed. It's happening so much I can't remember what you said. There's nothing wrong with the moonlit walk on a beach. But save it, I'd rather not hear your half-hearted speech. And baby, I'll tell you again and again and again, we can just be friends. We can just be friends. And baby, I'll tell you again and again and again, we can just be friends. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I can tell by your body you really like what I found. Remember the spot we used to sit and drink? I'm saying right here on the kitchen sink. And baby, I'll tell you again and again and again, we can just be friends. We can just be friends. And baby, I'll tell you again and again and again, we can just be friends. We can just be friends.
Awesome job. Awesome sauce, man. Awesome sauce.
Thank you.
Did a great job, buddy. You did a
Thanks.
great job.
I appreciate that.
Jonathan, 6K?
6A.
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 Sorry.
It's all right.
I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
I love the t-shirt, though. Man.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
And you're going to be at the
Old Roadhouse, October 3rd, New London, Connecticut.
Old Roadhouse, October 3rd, New London, Connecticut. You're going to see the whole band. It's going to be fantastic. And
a lot of fun. I can't wait.
what's the Facebook page again on that there, John?
For the band?
For the band, yeah.
Facebook.com/6A band, SIKSAY band, one word after Facebook.
Sorry, I'm trying to show off my 12-pack, but I got a keg going. Got a keg going for me right now. So anyway, yeah, it's all right. Awesome job, awesome
Thank
sauce.
you, I appreciate that.
Great job, and we will definitely be back with legendary Ric Silver, and we'll see you soon. So stay tuned. All right.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who take action are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That was a wonderful performance by John 6A. Here's your resident across the area. Free dental clinic through October 11th at the East Lyme High School. Call 860-863-5940. Fall Harvest Festival through October 12th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Lapsley Orchards and Pomfret Center. Call 860-928-9186. Family Housing Sports Stroll-a-thon, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. in Westerly, Rhode Island. October 11th, United States Coast Guard Band Concert, 2 p.m., Leamy Concert Hall, USCGA, New London, Connecticut, 860-701-6826. And October 13th, Stone Walls and Structures of New England, 7 p.m., Henry Carter Hill Library, Clinton, Connecticut. Call 860-669-2342. And now here's Anastasia and Chris with their attempt to do the electric slide.
My t-shirt's better than yours.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. My t-shirt's way better than yours.
No, it's not.
Go ahead. Look at my... Are we on? Oh, shoot. Come here. Get. Sorry. Sometimes you gotta hurt him. Here, hold this, John. Thank you. So, I've heard about this new, dance craze. It's sweeping the nation. Come here. You're almost out of frame, and that's not good. It's sweeping the nation. Do you know what that is, Anastasia?
I don't know. I have no idea.
It's called the electric slide, and we got a legend on the show. It's Ric Silver, better than Ric Flair. He's silver. I'm going to try it first and see if I got it right. Let's practice this, okay? Because we got to impress this legend. By the way, how was that Jonathan Six game?
It was amazing.
I liked him too. I got a better shirt than you do. You just have half of a shirt. Okay, let's try this out. It's electric. Well, we got it. We got it. Oh, Rick's here. Oh,
Chris,
oh.
That's not how you do it.
I'm sorry, Rick.
And it's not new. I mean, this dance has been around since 1976.
Well, that's kind of new to me. I'm still on 1963 with the whole music scene. I just got through the whole hippie generation. And look what happened. I don't have any hair anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. Come in more. So, all right. You know how to do this better than I do, obviously. And you know how to do this better than she does, obviously. How about you just teach us the right way and the correct way? Because so many people do it the wrong way, apparently, right?
Yeah, it's been taught as an 18-step dance when actually it's a 22-step dance because my birthday is January 22nd. So I created it with 22 steps.
I like it. I like the mathematicians things. John, here. All right, we'll get in position, Rick. I'm going to call it one. Okay, and that is your camera.
Right there.
All right, we got it. Go this way. I want my space.
So it starts out with a grapevine. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step forward, step back. Step forward, which everybody doesn't do, and then step hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step forward, step back, step forward, step back, and hop. 1, 2, 3.
Look at that go. You got soul, brother. You got soul. Oh. Awesome job, Rick. Awesome job. This is cool. Thank you. Have a seat. Have a seat. We got this panel discussion here right now. Tell us the story of the electric slide. Tell us the legend of the electric slide.
Well, in 1975 or 76, I walked into a discotheque, and a friend of mine was the DJ there. And he said, I just got this demo record in. You're going to love it. So he played it for me. And I really did like it. And as I was leaving the club, he handed me the disc. It was a 45 pressed on one side, demo. So I took it home and I threw it up on the shelf. In 76, I saw an ad in backstage that Beefsteak Charlie's was opening a new disco, and they needed bartenders and waiters. So I went for a job, and I brought my accounting resume and my dancing resume. And once they looked at my acting resume and saw that at the time I was dancing professionally with the Larry Richardson Dance Company, they said, you're just what we've been looking for. We want this club to be just for professional dancers. So they hired me to give the opening night party. On Friday night, they hired a professional party giver who did Neil Sedaka's birthday to do Saturday night. And one of the girls from the Beefsteak office gave a black party. Leontine Price was there, Wilt Chamberlain, on Sunday night. And then they hired me to work the door to make sure that only professional dancers got in.
Oh.
And I worked for about 6 months, and they came to me and they said, well, the clientele is starting to slip, so we want you to give another party. And oh, by the way, can you create a dance to premiere at this party? So I went home and I pulled that disc off the shelf, and I created the dance. And I premiered it at the club. And every night I would teach the dance. But the first night that I taught the dance, I had a dream that night that somebody was going to take the dance and start teaching it incorrectly. And it was going to go around the world incorrectly. And I was going to spend the rest of my life trying to correct it. So every night I told the audience before I started teaching about my dream, hoping that it wouldn't happen. But it did. Some gentleman from Chicago learned the dance correctly, but the owners of the club, after about 3 months, decided they were going to open the doors to the general public. And I told them this was a bad idea, but they decided to do it anyway, because we had people lined up around the block trying to get into the club. And once they opened the doors to the general public, I had to dumb down the dance to just the basic step, because I had created the dance for professional dancers. So there's double pirouettes and double tours in the air and triple tours in the air. I had to cut all of that out and just go back to the basic first and second section of the dance. Because now the people weren't professional dancers that were coming into the club. They were just average Joes off the street. So this guy from Chicago learned the steps correctly, but when he went back to Chicago, he decided that the dance was so simple that it didn't need a repeated step. So he dropped it. And he started teaching it as an 18-step dance, and it went around the world as an 18-step dance. In 1997, when the internet was just starting, I looked on the internet to see if the electric slide had been listed, and 3 sites had the dance listed. And I wrote to each one of them asking them to correct the choreography. But by this point, Marcia Griffith had released the record in '82 as a disco version. So in '85, Line Dancer magazine listed it as the #1 dance in the world. And for 10 years straight, it stayed as number one dance in the world. So by 97, the world had already learned it as an 18-step dance. So when I came in 97 and said to these 3 sites, "You've got it wrong," one guy wrote back to me and said, "Who do you think you are? Get a life." The other 2 didn't even answer me. So I started a campaign to get it registered, because in 76, when I created it, you weren't allowed to register a copyright for a dance. The only thing that was registerable was a ballet that told a story. But they were in the process of changing the laws because of people like Jose Limon, who was creating abstract dance. And they rewrote the rules, but it didn't take effect until 78. By 1978, I had injured my knee and was laid up. And it took me a year and a half to get back on my feet. And by this point, the doctors are telling me you're never going to dance again. And I'm saying, yeah, right. And I'm trying to get into Broadway and off Broadway. So it just went downhill from there. And the whole world learned it incorrectly. And I've spent the rest of my life trying to get it corrected.
Well, Rick, this is what I suggest we do on the Rock and Horror Variety Show here. And here's the thing. I believe in second chances. I believe in the truth. I believe in righteousness. Okay? And this is serious now, man. I mean, I'm not... gloves are off on this. I've been to the top, and at least the top in my world, and been struck down because of one person, maybe 2 people. But it's those 1 or 2 people that will ruin something that it's great that something great that you left behind, which is a huge legacy. And this is what I suggest. I suggest we do this. Because you are the creator of that dance step. That is your baby. I think we should do this. And I'm going to announce it right now. I think we should set a Guinness Book World Record. Get as many people doing the electric slide the right way as possible. And we fix what was broken.
Sounds good.
I'm up for it. And I'm up for people relearning what you taught a long time ago. So, just want to tell you that it's a very great, it's a wonderful dance. I think it's fun, and everyone has a good time when they do it. And I think your dream for everyone learning it the right way should happen. So, I don't know how we're going to do this, but I think we should get the whole state of Connecticut, and maybe even Rhode Island, to do it the right way. What do you guys say?
That's a great idea.
And Moscow, wherever you're from. I forgot.
Moscow?
Ukraine, whatever. But seriously, I think we should do that.
There is a plan in motion at the time in England. They call it the candy dance in England. And I got a letter about a year and a half ago that they were trying to make a world record Guinness book. And every bar in London was going to do the electric slide at 8 o'clock at night.
Right.
On one particular night. But it got postponed because the producer had a heart problem or something and had an operation. And it's getting back together now. I just recently got an email saying that it's being put together again.
Maybe we can do that in conjunction with them, actually. It'll be actually bigger. So, and make sure they do it the right way. Okay, let's do that then. You're a huge movie fan, I understand.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Rick and I, we talk on the phone all the time about movies. Any recent movies that you'd suggest people to go check out and see?
Well, I just saw Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, okay, all right. So everyone, you guys remember Mad Max, the Thunderdome and all that stuff with the original Mel Gibson and all that? All right.
Sure. Yeah.
You remember Mad Max, the Road Warrior,
Hmm.
right? Yeah. Okay. What were your thoughts on the original one, if you saw the original one? Did you like the original one?
Yeah.
Yeah? Anastasia?
Oh, well, I found it a bit more boring because I started to watch it from a Fury Road.
No.
The original one, I started to see it, and it was a bit boring for me, so I stopped. Yeah.
Drew, what did you think?
Well, during my day when I went to school, it was almost required that you had to watch the movie.
You had to.
It was like a cult
It
following.
was the in thing to do.
It was the in thing to do.
Yeah. And okay.
I love Thunderdome.
I did too. With Tina Turner.
Right.
Tina Turner got the critics gave her a bogus performance. She did an awesome job.
Yeah.
She looked like Storm from the X-Men. She did too. But this recent one, and I refuse to see it, but this recent one, your thoughts on that, Rick?
I don't think it's as good. I don't think the character, the Mel Gibson character, is as good as Mel Gibson, which, if you're going to do something, why not make it better rather than
Worse.
Yeah. And as much as I love Charlize Theron,
Sherry's, I think, or something like that.
I don't think she was that good in this movie.
I think it's Charlize. Yeah.
Theron. Yeah.
No, well, I think she can only do certain things. And this is beyond her acting range, I think.
Yeah.
But speaking of films,
She looks great in commercials.
oh, she does. Up close, she's Haggerty though. Oops, I said that out loud. Might get sued. All right, so speaking of films, this weekend we worked on a film. Well, you didn't,
I didn't.
but you will.
I will.
You promise.
I promise.
He said he promised. I should put my suit on. Hold on. Here, go talk about the film. No, tell him about the film. I gotta change.
Oh, well, we was
Yeah, my
filming
makeup.
the... Huh? What do you need?
Talk about the film.
So we was doing the zombie movie film shooting not so long ago this weekend, and it was a great experience for me and all the actors. It was amazing to see all these people around. And so the movie, it's I understand it's anti-bullying movie, right?
Huh?
Anti-bullying movie, right?
Zombie film about anti-bullying. The zombies are the good guys, and they get bullied. What was your experience like on the set? We'll go around.
Okay.
Because you weren't there.
I had a great time, man.
It was great. It was great to be part of the creation of the movie. I really enjoyed it. I hope it will continue. I hope you will let me to do it again.
I need you as an AD.
Good. Hopefully.
She was right there the whole time. Where's Anastasia? Right here.
I was trying to help.
What you need?
Oh, well.
You need water? Yes, water. Okay.
I never did that.
No, you
well,
didn't.
anyway.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, let's move.
No, stay.
It's
Okay, no, you're still there. Okay. So Anastasia is a very talented graphic designer. She's helped us a lot on the film set. Huge help. Thank you so much. Myself, Lee Howard, we're producing it together. We're actually going to be doing a gathering day before Halloween, which is what? The 30th? 30th at Parade Plaza and downtown New London, and we're gonna have everyone dressed up as zombies. Drew, you played a role. What was the name of your character?
Adam Jacobs. I didn't actually say my name
I
of
think you
the
did,
character.
though. I think you did.
No, I said the name of Mario's character, which was Jeremiah Briggs.
All right, so like
His acting ability is phenomenal.
he's great, isn't he?
Yes.
So Drew portrayed a news reporter, big surprise, and named Adam Jacobs, and he interviewed WWE legend Mario Mancini, and they did this awesome scene together. And it was totally improv. I know you don't like improv. You did good though. You did good. And Anastasia was just there, just awesome art department. Rick was there. He shot some footage and shot some great still photography. You're good. You're a good photographer, Rick. Yeah.
I've been at it a long time.
I know. I was like, well, go ahead, take some photos. I thought you were gonna bring one of those those ones,
Wind-up.
disposable ones. I love those. He's great though. He brought his whole thing and his whole kit. It's a Nikon, right? You're shooting on?
Yeah.
But yeah, did you have a good time? Oh, you're talking now.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Oh, good. Okay. But Drew, do tell us about your scene with Mr. Mario.
Well, I'll say this, that it was something totally new to me, although Mario had said that my ability to speak in the way that he had to loosen me up a little bit. And I did my intro as if I was speaking like an idol of mine, Mean Gene Okerlund.
Yeah.
And then he broke out into his impression of Hulk Hogan, made me laugh hysterically, and he then said, "Oh, now you're loosened up. Now you're good." I was like, "Okay, thank you. That was good."
He's wonderful.
I had never done any kind of scene like that at all, acting in any type of movie.
Yeah.
Or anything that would resemble a TV show. And as I said before, his improv ability is just utterly phenomenal.
Well, and you guys had a good time on this. So it was pretty much, I guess, his character had gotten accused for. I guess he threw away a cup somebody threw a cup down on the ground and
he picked it up.
He picked it up and he got beaten up for it and still got thrown in jail. So I guess it was kind of like a reflection as to what's happening today nowadays in society. I mean, the film really is supposed to be trying to reflect what's happening nowadays with, a lot of brutality happening and a lot of misunderstandings with everyone. And I understand that Lee wrote in, I did actually. I wrote in the Zombie Slayers to be called the Eastboro Zombie Slayers to kind of strike a nerve with the Westboro Baptist Church, to kind of just portray them and the ridiculousness of not liking anyone. What are your guys' thoughts on the Westboro Baptist Church?
Was that the church that it was at?
Yeah, that's a church that goes to like funerals and like protests at funerals and.
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous.
Those are the guys that like will go and like take time out of their busy schedules, which they don't really do anything, and they'll go to like funerals and tell families that their loved ones who've just passed away are going to hell because they make something up, anything really. So
wrong.
Yeah, I guess in order to kind of, we really needed an antagonist, and I think that's probably the best antagonist to utilize and fuel the fire with this, to kind of explain like what's right and what's wrong. What they're doing is logically wrong. They do not like people because based on really nothing. I mean, it's a lot of hatred. Rick, you've been around, you've seen a lot of things, and you witnessed something historical. If you don't mind talking about it, the Stonewall riots incident.
Yes, I was there that night.
A little history behind the Stonewall. Why don't you give to the viewers out there?
The Stonewall was the gay club in the West Village at the time, and everybody went to the Stonewall. And I happened to be there the night that it was raided. Luckily, I had just stepped outside for a cigarette, and when I saw the cops come, I took off. But it was a fiasco. I mean, they came in with billy clubs and started throwing everybody out onto the street and beating up people, and it just became the scene that now is legendary.
Back then, there's a lot of... You couldn't do a lot. Back then, you couldn't be who you wanted to be. And I do you feel that from then till now, do you think that there's been much of a transition or much of a change?
Yes. It's changed quite a bit. Back then, everything was underground. You had to hide who you were, and the West Village was where everybody could collectively get together and enjoy themselves because nobody cared. And then the police came in and started throwing everybody out of the clubs because the rest of the city didn't like that the West Village was gay. Yep. Today, it's commonplace. I mean, you can be anywhere in Manhattan and be accepted.
Well, it's historical.
In most states, but there are still some states that are not.
Yeah, especially down south. And when we were wrestling down south, I have two friends that are actually transgender. They've created a tag team called the Transgender Nation. And actually, they came up here. Drew, I think you were announcer for that Equality Pro Wrestling thing.
Well, actually, that was Sergeant Muldoon. I was the intro announcer.
Intro announcer, right.
I basically announced the announcer.
I announced the announcer, okay. He's the announcer of the announcer. Did a fabulous job of it. And basically we had a transgender tag team. They did a wonderful job. And they're great people to work with. One was Nyla Rose. The other one was Roxanne Mathena, which is a.k.a. Foxy Roxy. And, mentioning this, and I'm not trying to get off topic, but basically we're trying with this film to unite a lot of different people, a lot of different causes together to do something positive. It's not an anti-bullying. We categorize it as that, but we want it to be something where we teach kids how to handle individuals who will do destruction to you. You can never end bullying, but you can always prevent it from affecting you. So that's our goal with this. And we're so glad that you guys are all a part of it. That Parade Plaza thing. Rick, are you still up for doing the zombie version of the electric slide?
Yeah. That's easy enough to do.
That's good because, and I still got the two left feet, and please, forgive me. But we're definitely going to do that the day before Halloween, and then right after that, we're going to be doing a nice little jamboree over at the Hygienic Art Park. Going to be for a good cause. We'll let you guys know more about it. Anastasia, wonderful to have you, and thank you so much for doing our graphic design and whatever you were doing back there. I'm not quite sure with the buttons and the switches and the knobs, and did great. She did a great job with it, folks. She did an awesome job with it. She did. You're okay. You're okay. I love Moscow. Ukraine. Sorry, Ukraine. I'm sorry. Did I make you sad? I'm sorry. I'll get you a gumdrop. It's all right. A gumdrop and a half. Okay. So and we have this wonderful man here. Jonathan Skay.
6A.
Hey, look what we got.
Got t-shirts.
Show them the goods.
Good at t-shirts, yeah.
Hey, go to two. Well, we have 3 minutes left. Go to 2. Camera 2. See?
Is everything all right?
Oh, look at us.
Look at that.
We're styling with 6A people. So, it's going to be great. Drew, always a pleasure to have you, and he's our anchor, folks. He's the official announcer for VPW and EPW now. Thank you again, Rick. Thank you. Rick, awesome job. Thank you so much for teaching this. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. And if we offended you for anything, we're so sorry. We just want to entertain, and we just hope you enjoy the show. So, please, any inquiries, please message us on our Facebook page. And thank you so much for tuning in, and wonderful to have everyone again. And you take care of yourself. This is the Rockin' Horror Variety Show. Stay tuned, San Diego.